knowledge training. It's going to help you all support your clients in deciding the best products for them to support them during the summertime. And we're going to have a really wonderful CBD education portion with Kelly. We're going to get into lots of details about the products. Hey Gabriella from Texas, Aaron from Milk and Honey. Oh, we're so
Natalie
glad you're
from
all here.
Punta Gorda.
Yay! So great.
Hi.
Well, what do you think? Should we get going?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. So I'm just going to ask everybody who's here right now to mute. And we just want to make sure there's no background noise as we start going through the training. Wonderful. So we're going to talk through the agenda here today. Kelly, our co-founder and CEO, is going to kick us off and speak about Vital Body. Then we will get into CBD, sun exposure, and skincare. So this is a really big focus of today's training. We're going to talk about how CBD benefits the skin. We'll review the endocannabinoid system and the receptors in the skin that are influenced by using topical CBD. Finally, we're going to look at what happens when we get a sunburn and the products you can use to support healthy skin after sun exposure. Then we're going to get into CBD internals and pain products. We want to help you understand the difference between all of those products in each category so you can help your clients choose the best products for their needs. We're going to talk about our Peaceful Pup Dog Treats, which we're so excited to launch. We'll share our protocols document with you and point you towards our favorite summer protocols. And if you make it all the way to the end, we're going to have a discount code for you to use on our e-commerce site, and we'll have a live Q&A. So we also have Kinsey Kelson here, who's the Director of Sales, supporting the training, and Kelly Stoll, our CEO and co-founder. And I'm going to pass it off to Kelly to talk about Vital Body.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you for your excellent hard work on this deck. It looks amazing. I can't wait to experience this. So a lot of you probably know already the story of Vital Body, but for those of you who are new, Jennifer and I are the founders of Vital Body, and what makes us unique and what makes us passionate is that we come from the treatment room. So like you know, our background is as body workers. I'm a rolfer by trade. Jen and I have been making massage creams and products for our team and for our clients for ever since 2009. And so this has just been an extension and a real evolution of our love, not only for body work, but for natural healing modalities and ways to treat pain and injury that does not include surgery or pharmaceutical drugs. So this has been quite an adventure. One of the things that I love about Vital Body is the emphasis that we put on sort of a sensory experience. So a lot of our formulations, they're meant to be layered. They're meant to provide a lot of sensation, whether it's heat, texture, to create a really memorable CBD treatment. So efficacy is number one, sensation, and just really creating this memorable aromatic service that hopefully a lot of you are offering in your spas and treatments in general. We obviously, if you've ever read our ingredient decks, they're very clean, they're very simple. We pull from nature's finest extracts. We lean heavily into plant botanicals, not only broad spectrum hemp CBD, but also turmeric, arnica, ginger, calendula, comfrey, chamomile. You're going to find so many beautiful herbal extracts and beautiful oils in all of these products, which Sam, I'm sure, will go into more detail about. So those are some of the highlights, and I'm going to pass it over to you, Sam, to just kick us off with sort of the theme of this, which is summertime wellness. And you know, a lot of people know a lot of things about CBD for pain and inflammation, but don't know a lot about its incredible benefits to the skin. So by the time this is over, you're really going to understand why this is more than just a treatment for arthritis or nerve inflammation, but this is really something beautiful to help your skin in so many ways. So Sam, kick us off.
Awesome. Yeah. So as you know, Kelly was sharing, we're really excited to do this training because as we know, summertime can be a time of joy, play, adventure, fun in the sun, community celebration. But we can also really easily get out of balance from too much activity, not enough rest, too much sun exposure, too much heat. So, as Kelly was sharing, we all know about CBD as a very powerful anti-inflammatory. It's been used to work with symptoms from arthritis, to recover from pain and injury. But many of us have now started to depend on CBD for supporting skin health. So let's take a look at the main benefits here. So, first of all, CBD is an incredibly powerful anti inflammatory. We all know that about CBD, right? Yes, one of its main benefits. CBD has been scientifically proven to reduce inflammation. It's one of the reasons why it's such a wonderful addition to massage products. CBD will also heal redness, which is caused by inflammation. Also, psoriasis, eczema, and rosacea are all inflammatory responses and are also responses from an overactive immune system. So CBD can really help to calm the symptoms from those issues. CBD helps to improve skin elasticity, it maintains collagen, and since CBD also balances sebum production, it will increase sebum to naturally increase moisture for dry skin or balance out oil production for oily skin. Now, for acneic skin types, CBD has been shown to have antibacterial, antifungal, and also antiviral properties. So this can help to heal active acne breakouts and prevent new ones, even fungal acne. These properties also mean that if you get scratches or cuts while you're out adventuring, CBD can help you steer clear of localized infection as you're healing. So please note, you always have to wait for a wound to close before you use CBD products to speed the healing process. So last but not least, CBD also promotes healthy cell formation. We know that all kinds of problems can result from damaged cells. So we want to protect ourselves from becoming damaged in the first place. Of course, we want to use sunscreen, right? And protect the skin from sun exposure. But we can also use CBD to help correct that damage if it actually takes place. So I'm going to pass it back to Kelly. She's going to speak about the endocannabinoid system and topical CBD, how CBD interacts with this system.
Hey, Sam, before you switch slides, I just think it's, I'm, when I started working with CBD in a clinical setting, it was injuries, it was arthritis, it was whiplash, it was frozen shoulder, it was injuries. But the more that I've learned about CBD over the last 8 years, it's unbelievable how many benefits it has. And, looking at all these, it almost seems like unbelievable, right? But I think a good segue into this next section of CBD education is that if you look at this list, everything on here is about, bringing the body back into balance, right? Rosacea, eczema, it's an overactivity, it's an inflammatory response, right? That antibacterial, just calming. Everything is about bringing the body back into this neutral homeostatic state. So, thank you for this list. It's really nice to see it just bulleted out like this and really incredible. So, let's talk about the endocannabinoid system. You know, we are talking about a topical delivery system right now, where, we're going to get into some of the details about how this actually engages with the endocannabinoid system in the skin. And if any of you have ever taken any of our previous trainings, you've probably learned a lot about CBD, and you know that CBD is a cannabinoid. Um, our CBD topicals, they interact with receptors that are in the skin, and they produce these healing benefits, and CBD influences these receptors. It's topical, and the important thing to know is that it does not have to enter the bloodstream to be effective. That's because all these receptors are actually on the surface of the skin. They're in the hair follicle, they're in the sebum within the sebaceous glands. So that's really what we're engaging with. We're not trying to get into the bloodstream. We're actually trying to interact topically with all of these receptors. The endocannabinoid system has basically three main components. Now, I want to keep this section short, but I want you to understand there's receptors that are all along the membranes of our cells. Specifically, we're talking about cells now that are in the skin, that are in the hair follicle. They're endocannabinoids. Now, these are cannabinoids that your body produces. That's why they're called endo. They're made inside the body. They're cannabinoids that your body produces to interact with these receptors to stimulate this healing response. Okay, so whenever your body registers there's something out of balance, something that needs repair, the endocannabinoids will bind to these receptors and create a regulatory process to manage whatever that inflammation or that upregulation might be. So, a useful metaphor that Sam always uses, which I love, is that receptors and cannabinoids function much like a lock and a key. So, the cannabinoids bind to these receptors just like a key would enter a lock and it catalyzes a healing response. So enzymes are really the part of this system that breaks down the cannabinoids once they're not needed or builds them once they're needed. So it's a really beautiful and it's a complex system, but it can be really simplified into these three components. The endocannabinoid system in some is sort of like a master regulator for so many processes in the body. Um, and so let's go to that next slide and I'll show you a little bit about where these dermal receptors are. So these dermal endocannabinoid receptors, I want you to not pay too much attention to the CB1 and the CB2 and the TRPV. Those are just like specific names of these receptors, right? But without thinking in that kind of detail, I want you to just see in this image, you've got a hair follicle, you've got a sweat gland, and you've got a sensory nerve receptor, right? And so those are three main components on the skin, and they're all full of these endocannabinoid receptors. These are receptors that are sensitive to cannabinoids that we produce, but they're also receptors that are sensitive to CBD. And CBD is unique because it's a cannabinoid that looks very, very similar and mimics the cannabinoids that our own body produces. So, Vital Body, we're a CBD company. We create products that target the receptors in these skin glands. And so you'll see that, we've never formulated a soap, right? We keep to products that are oil-based, products that will stay on the skin so that you can really engage the CBD with the receptors in these hair follicles, sweat glands, and nerve endings.
Awesome. Thank
Sam, I don't know if there's anything I missed there that you want to add, but and of course, if there are questions, feel free to jump in here, throw a question in. We're happy to answer them as we go along. There will be time for Q&A at the end, but I welcome anybody to throw those questions in the chat.
Yeah, please put them in the chat. We're all here to answer them.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, so, now that you've learned a little bit about the endocannabinoid system and CBD's benefits for the skin, it makes a lot of sense why we're talking about CBD and sun exposure. So let's actually back this up a little bit and talk about what happens to the skin when it's exposed to sun and when we get too much sun. So when we get too much sun, the skin cells are getting actually more UV exposure than they can handle. So this is going to cause damage. If the damage is beyond repair, the cells will actually die off. The blood vessels are going to dilate to increase blood flow, and they'll bring immune cells to the skin to help clean up this mess. So this process causes redness, it causes swelling, inflammation. All of this we associate with a sunburn, right? So CBD helps by reducing inflammation, right? Number one benefit. Sunburn is essentially an inflammatory response. So CBD is going to help reduce that redness and the swelling by bringing down inflammation. Pain relief. So CBD interacts with pain receptors. It helps to alleviate the discomfort and pain caused by a sunburn. We want to hydrate the skin. This is part of repairing the skin. Hemp oil is extremely hydrating for the skin. And as Kelly mentioned, our products are really rich with beautiful oils and butters in addition to the CBD. And these can help to hydrate dry and sunburned skin. Now, last but not least, we want to support the skin to repair. CBD is anti-inflammatory, it's antioxidant, and it also has regenerative properties. So all of this is going to help to support the skin's natural healing process after sun damage. So it makes a lot of sense why we would recommend our products for sun exposed skin.
Yes.
So
Definitely one of those things that I hate to admit as an esthetician, but I've gotten some really bad burns and CBD has saved my skin. I hate it. I don't want to tell anyone,
oh my
but
gosh,
but
the truth comes out.
I've gotten some bad ones, and putting the CBD on my skin has allowed it to heal, not peel, get rid of the pain, the inflammation, and the redness really quickly so I could actually enjoy the rest of my vacation. So
Yes,
I hope all of
that's
you get
what we
to do that
want.
too if you ever find yourself in that unfortunate situation.
And if you're like me, I specifically will not use sunblock so that I can get as tan and red
Really?
as possible. So
Not
I use CBD.
allowed.
Yeah, some of us were not blessed with that type of pigment in our skin.
Yeah.
So I personally have to use a ton of sunscreen and also have had too many sunburns in my life. So it's actually very exciting to learn about all of these benefits. I had a lot of fun doing the research for this training. We've also heard stories from our clients, right, about how these products can really help heal from sun exposure. So let's take a look at the ingredients, right? Some of the ingredients in each of these products that help the skin heal from sun exposure. So first of all, Afterglow body cream. Oh my gosh, who has tried Afterglow? Who's carrying it? Please answer in the chat. We'd love to hear about how that's going. We'd love to hear about what your clients think about the product. We're pretty excited about it. It smells amazing. It's a very hydrating cream. And so we're going to get into some of these ingredient highlights here.
It's
So
a new
first off,
favorite for sure.
yeah, so good. We have the 750 milligrams of CBD. Now, we all are very clear about why that will help the skin repair from too much sun. Let's talk about the shea and cocoa butter in this. So, shea butter strengthens the skin's natural lipid barrier. This is often compromised after UV exposure. Cocoa butter locks in moisture by creating a protective layer, right? And this is going to keep the skin very hydrated during recovery. It's going to shield sensitive sun-stressed skin and protect it. Both butters are hydrating, they're protective, so they help prevent excessive peeling. They can help calm irritation and relieve tightness and dryness if the skin does start to peel. Shea butter is also high in vitamin A, it builds collagen. Cocoa butter is high in vitamin E and fatty acids. Now, squalane, the next ingredient here on the list, this is a really interesting ingredient. We also use it in our luminous facial oil. It mimics the body's natural lipid, which is squalene, and it can provide very deep hydration and also create a protective skin barrier. It also contains antioxidants that fight skin damage and free radicals. Next on the list, sodium hyaluronate. This shares the same benefits of hyaluronic acid, which we've all heard of being very important to boost skin hydration, but it's even more bioavailable. So this is going to help the skin retain moisture, will help nourish and maintain the skin's microbiome, and it's a very powerful antioxidant. So you're hearing some themes here, right? We're building, protecting the barrier, we're providing antioxidants to the skin, and we're also providing deep hydration. So all of these things are going to help the skin repair from sun damage. Now, in summation, right, we formulated this cream to be a daily use body cream. I recently did a training last week, and one of the people who attended, she was like, do you sell this by the vat? I just want to get in it
Gotten that
and take
too.
a bath. And part of that is the incredible essential oil profile. We have vanilla, citrus, clove and black pepper. The clove and black pepper help to stimulate the circulation. So this is just a delicious new product, and we really want you to carry it. We are adding in samples of this product to all orders that ship in June. So make sure you place a June order. We also have a fun flash sale going on, which we'll talk about that later in the training, but make sure you place a June order and you will get a sample of the Afterglow.
Sam,
Yes.
I just wanted to add one piece. There's a lot of really cool research coming out about how squalene, plant squalene, improves the bioavailability of CBD. So that's why Jen keeps formulating with squalene. It's
Oh,
like a,
amazing.
in some products that we have coming up in our product development timeline, she's just so excited about that particular relationship there between plant squalene and CBD bioavailability. So I just wanted to add that piece.
And you'll
Amazing.
find that in both the Afterglow and in the Luminous Facial Oil.
Yeah, yeah, wonderful. That's really exciting. Thanks for sharing that, Cal.
Yeah.
All right, so now on to our next body moisturizing product. This is also our massage oil. This is my favorite oil ever. I am still addicted to the Radiance body oil. I can't stop using it. I keep trying to try other products just to see what's out there, and I like keep coming back to the Radiance. So of course we've had the 750 milligrams of CBD, same amount as is in Afterglow. And then the key ingredients here for sun damage, sunflower oil helps to restore the barrier of the skin, reduces water loss. Again, it's anti-inflammatory and it's really good for sensitive, dry, or sun damaged skin. Apricot kernel oil is high in vitamin E, vitamin A, essential fatty acids, omega 6 and 9, and it helps to protect the skin from free radical damage. Rosehip seed oil, this is another ingredient you'll see in Luminous, full of anti-inflammatory fatty acids and vitamins A and C. It firms and evens skin tone, protects the skin from moisture loss, and reduces the appearance of scars. We love rosehip seed oil, it's so powerful. And then calendula and chamomile extracts. So these are herbal extracts that we have in this product. We have others as well, but these are the ones we're focusing on for skin health. They are both highly antioxidant. These herbal extracts heal burns, rashes, they calm inflamed skin. Both of these have been used for centuries for skin healing, for wound healing. They're very, very powerful herbs. So again, this is ideal for everyday use. To hydrate and soften, calm the skin. This is a wonderful oil to use as part of your workout routine after working out. It's perfect. It's also, of course, our professional massage oil. So if your clients need and take home massage oil for the family, it's wonderful for that. So do remember that this is the same as a massage oil. So if anybody comes in asking for massage oil, point them in this direction. It's amazing. I also have to always shout out to the juniper essential oil in
Yes.
this product because juniper is astringent and analgesic, right? It will help to relieve pain. It's also going to help clear stagnant fluid from the tissues and the joints, and it has been used for centuries to help with arthritis, rheumatism, and edema, right? So it's going to help clear that swelling in the joints. Really wonderful product. Anything to add, ladies, on this one?
I'm just so glad you added that about the EO blend because obviously we put, a lot of emphasis on the aromatic experience of the products and how they work together, but they're also so therapeutic and that's not lost in our formulation decisions and the juniper. I mean, you could talk forever about the EOs and their benefits, but I'm just so glad you called this one out. It's very therapeutic.
Yes, absolutely. And if anybody needs to look at our full list of ingredients, you can find that in our catalog, right? Which I'm hoping everybody has.
I'll add it to
I'll
the
link it in the
chat
chat.
too.
Yeah, we can put it in the chat. Awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's throw that in the chat. So if you guys are curious about all the essential oils, and of course, we're specifically calling out these ingredients because they're helpful for sun exposure, but there's more, and we have such a beautiful ingredient deck. So let's get into Luminous. Who loves Luminous? Who uses it every day? Every training I do, I've got at least one person who uses it every day.
If you're not using it every day, you're missing out.
Yeah, Julia McCarthy says she's using it every day. Thanks for
Yay.
piping here, Julia. And Vicky Bean. Hi, Vicky. So good to have you here. Miss you. I'm your rep, by the way. Samantha, I'm just looking at the chat right now. Renee says luminous 2 times every day. Oh my gosh.
Yes, use it every time you wash your face.
Yes, I
Every
actually
time you're cleansing your
washed
skin.
my face with luminous today. That's what I use sometimes is oil in the shower to cleanse my face instead of anything that's going to strip my skin of oil, especially right now in the summertime. Awesome. Okay, so let's get into this. So powerful, this oil. It's anti-inflammatory, it's lightweight, it's amazing for facial massage, incredible to use with our gua sha tool. This is a favorite for so many of our clients who have really sensitive skin because these oils are all hypoallergenic. They're amazing for sensitive skin. They're not reactive. And CBD in and of itself is so calming for the skin, right? We have 1,200 milligrams of CBD in Luminous. This is the highest potency of CBD I have seen in any facial oil on the market. It's incredible. Gentle, healing, hydrating. So first in the list here, we have jojoba. Jojoba mimics the skin's natural sebum. It makes it an excellent moisturizer. It contains vitamin E, which is very helpful with healing and calming the skin. And jojoba is gentle. It's not going to irritate sunburned skin. Now we have that plant squalane, right? Which now we know helps to the CBD to actually be assimilated, which is amazing, and helps the uptake of CBD. It also helps to restore the skin's lipid barrier, preventing moisture loss. It's lightweight, it's non-irritating, it's hydrating. We have sea buckthorn fruit oil. Now, this is a really cool oil because it has omega-7. It is hard to find omega-7s in actually either foods or ingredients. Or products that we would put on our body. It's also high in vitamin C and E, carotenoids, and it is excellent for soothing sunburned skin and promoting regeneration. This can help the skin heal as well and reduce redness. And we have the rosehip oil. We have to call this out again because we use this in radiance, right? But this is again rich in vitamin A, which actually vitamin A contains natural retinoids, vitamin C, and essential fatty acids. Rosehip oil helps to regenerate, it's anti-inflammatory, and it's going to promote the healing of sun-damaged tissue. We can also help to reduce pigmentation and support collagen production with rosehip oil, which is amazing. Then specifically, we're calling out the chamomile essential oil here because we have this gorgeous light floral scent profile. You know, we have rose, bergamot, the chamomile, and geranium. So this oil just smells fantastic. But Roman chamomile specifically is powerfully calming. It's anti-inflammatory. It reduces redness, itching, and irritation after sun exposure. So, you know, these are all the ingredients that are amazing for helping our sun heal from sun exposure. Now, what
Sam,
happens? Yeah.
does anyone lose her screen share or is that just me?
No, it's just you.
Okay,
Okay, good.
sorry.
Internal.
Oh, thank goodness we didn't let the screen share. Okay, good. So, you know, of course, we want to help the skin heal from daily sun exposure, UV exposure, but also sometimes we can get hyperpigmentation from sun damage that has happened in the past, right? And we want to lighten and brighten. So let's talk about some of the ingredients that will actually help the skin lighten and brighten. So the CBD, the organic cannabis sativa hemp extract, can actually help with lightening and brightening, which is really fun.
And
Um,
evening the skin tone. Yeah, especially with redness.
yes, exactly, and really helps to even the skin tone. Yes, chia seed oil is a powerhouse for this. It can definitely help to lighten the skin. It's also rich in antioxidants and essential fatty acids. And prickly pear seed oil. This oil is rich in vitamin K, and this can help minimize the appearance of dark circles and improve the skin tone. It also won't sensitize the skin, right? So
Yeah.
retinol is very sensitizing for the skin. It's irritating for the skin. So these are ingredients that will help to lighten and brighten without sensitizing the skin.
And
Now,
without causing more hyperpigmentation by going into the sun after using something like retinol. So
exactly,
it's a nice
exactly.
natural way to lighten and brighten. And the vitamin K in the prickly pear, it's really rich in the vitamin K. And it's so amazing how well it works. And
Mhm.
it also, you can use it right under your eyes for those dark under eye circles. I do every day because
Absolutely.
I'm prone to them.
Yeah, me too, unfortunately. So if you are going to work with this during the daytime, we recommend putting it over a serum or just right on cleansed skin. And then you would put your sunscreen on after that, right? And then apply makeup. So you can absolutely use this during the day. We have some people in the chat who are using it twice a day, which is amazing. I like to slather this on at night. It's just such an incredible oil. All
Yeah, I
right.
have oily skin type. I have acneic skin type, and this keeps me from breaking out. It keeps my skin normalized, and
Mhm.
hydrated without feeling overly oily and overhydrated,
Yes.
because that's a problem with my oily skin. But it definitely, I use it twice a day, and I use it under makeup. I just give it about 10-15 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes before I put my makeup on, just to make sure it really absorbs in.
Yeah, I try to do that too. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let it really absorb before you put on other products.
Mhm.
Wonderful. So there we have it, the three real all-stars here for helping the skin repair from sun
Hello.
exposure. Now,
Can you
oh, hello. Yes.
Oh,
Hi.
let's put, if
can
you
you
can. Oh,
Hey,
can you
Sam, I
repeat
just
the
wanted to
name?
add
I
one
really
thing to
like
the
the
can
luminous
you put
facial
anything, any
oil.
questions in the chat, and we'll get to them as soon as we have a little break.
Yes. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Okay,
Hey,
go
Sam,
ahead, Kelly.
can you go back to the luminous for one sec?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let everybody know, or I guess ask, because we have people love this product so much. It's such a beautiful essential oil blend. We've been working on the back end on formulating a massage oil with this same profile, something really light, just with the same floral profile with some of the same elements. So, I was just going to ask people if anybody would be interested in that, who's already using an oil, who would also consider using this for as a massage oil, or would like to sample it. Definitely keep a note because this hopefully we'll be able to launch this in the next couple months. In a perfect world, we're getting close. We just, this is a very lightweight oil, so we do need to adjust some of the base oils so that it has more of the qualities for a full body oil, and of course, decrease the concentration of the scent a bit so that it could be used all over the body. But anyways, that's something that we're working on in the back end. So keep an eye out.
Yeah, so if you love the scent as much as we do, you're really gonna love this as a full body, and then it'll have a lot of those properties with those oils in there as well. So
Thanks. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Awesome.
Another point too, just in favor of having a different essential oil profile for our massage oil or an option is that more and more we're having people who do experience lavender allergies, both clients and massage therapists. So that'll be exciting to have another massage oil. I'm personally thrilled about it. Give us your feedback if you're here. We'd love to hear your feedback.
Yeah, everyone seems very excited in the chat. We got a lot of definitelys, and having the consistency with the other oils that we use for full body.
Mhm.
And we have a dual therapist that would like to use this for her duals, for her dual treatments. And then yeah.
Fantastic. Amazing.
Yay.
All right, so we're going to move on here. We have covered the products we use to recover from too much sun, right? So we're going to take a deeper look at products in the Vital Body Toolkit that support optimal glow every day. We're in a time of the year where we have more skin showing. So we want to talk about exfoliation. And then, of course, we can help to move the lymphatic fluid with dry brushing. You can see that beautiful dry brush on the slide. Many of our clients use this as gift with service for their body wraps. And also, we have that gorgeous gua sha tool. We'll talk about that too. But we really want to support everyday glow, keeping the skin healthy, supporting lymphatic drainage, and skin health in general. So let's get into these products. Let's talk about the Brilliance Body Scrub. So as we know, it's important to exfoliate year round, right? It feels so good. I love a good exfoliation, but it can be especially helpful when we're spending so much time outdoors. We have layers of sunscreen, dirt, bug spray. We want to get all of that off, right? So we can exfoliate with this gorgeous scrub. And then we're also better preparing our skin to be able to absorb whichever CBD product we decide to moisturize with after using the Brilliance Body Scrub in the tub or the shower. So we have the jojoba oil here. We've already talked about that. It's very easy for the body to uptake the jojoba oil. It's very similar to the oil our own body makes, and it's extremely great for sensitive skin. Coconut oil will help to hydrate and protect the skin. And then the exfoliants we use are sugar and dead sea salt. So sugar is a very soft granule. It's very soft on the skin. It doesn't scratch the skin. But then the dead sea salt, we have 25% dead sea salt. This will actually help to deliver minerals to the skin, which is very important for skin health. Now, we cannot talk about brilliance without talking about the essential oil blend because it's just divine. You can smell the sugar, you can smell the coconut oil, but then we have vanilla, ginger, palo santo, and a little bit of citrus. And it just smells so dreamy. It's like an exotic spiced citrus scent with vanilla. It is amazing. And we do also carry this in back bar. Now, we're very excited because we are actually working on reformulating this scrub so that it will be more available for dry treatment room application and body treatments. We can't wait for that. We'd love to hear it in the chat if you all have tried Brilliance or if you are curious about working with it in a dry treatment room. We're very excited.
Yeah, I can jump in here, Sam, that the formulation is super, super close. We're actually pretty much there. We're just looking at how we scale it right now. So just the operational process to actually produce it in bulk, right? But it's beautiful and it really has all those elements that people were asking for, right? Which was just smaller size sugar so that you could, less bright, so it didn't crumble as much, so that you could use it in a dry room. So we really like took everybody's feedback and went back into the formulation room and really worked for a long time to get something that I think everybody's gonna love and really feel as an improvement. So
Yeah.
I'm excited. And that's coming soon. I think in the next, probably within the next month, we'll have that available in back bar.
Wonderful. I love that. Thank you so much. And I'm just catching up with the chat here. Somebody mentioned the Palo Santo oil. And so we do like to just be very clear. We're very careful about how we source this. Palo Santo is a sensitive plant. It has been over harvested, and we only source from certified ethical harvesters in Ecuador. So it's such a beautiful essential oil. It's really balancing and uplifting for the energetic body. It can bring clarity, it can ease stress. It also actually provides antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antiseptic properties, which is really interesting, right? So that helps to balance and keep the skin healthy. All right, so let's get into our Brighten Up facial kit. We cannot talk about glow without talking about this kit. It's so amazing, and I wish more people carried it because it's an incredible deal, and it has basic instructions for a gua sha facial care ritual. This is incredible for calming inflammation, right, and reducing the appearance of wrinkles. Also, when you practice gua sha with with a feather light pressure, you have to be extremely light. But if you use a light touch, it can move the lymph, and this can help to detoxify the skin and support our immune system. So you can see all of the fun things that are in the kit. In the top right of the slide, we've got the silk scrunchie, the silk headband, the full-size luminous, and the gua sha. And then this picture below actually shows the lightening and brightening effects of luminous. So this was a before and after photo that one of our colleagues took after using luminous for 3 months, and you can really see the difference. The photo on the right is after 3 months use, and you can see how much lighter and brighter that skin is, and some of the hyperpigmentation has gone away as well. So that's pretty exciting. So please let us know if you're interested in carrying this and you don't already have it on your shelves. It's perfect for summer, and it's great for bridal parties as well, right? We can also
Yeah.
think about, in-room amenities and spa services that can be delivered to your hotel rooms. Those of you who work in hotels and resorts.
Yeah, they're great for the girlfriend getaways, for your bridal parties. Just as something fun to do together too in the room.
Yes, for sure. So
Yeah.
exciting. So we're going to now make a big switch. We're going to talk about our internal products. We're going to talk about products that can just really help you stay calm and grounded in the summer heat. So we know we can all get kind of irritated during this time of year. We can get frayed with, too much partying, too much celebration, too much activity, too much sun. So let's take a look at the internals and how these can really support our nervous system. So we have the Restore tincture here, which is one of my favorites. Some of the highlights about the Restore is that it tastes very light, right? It has 1,200 milligrams of CBD in 1 ounce of this product, but it also has stevia. It has black cumin and turmeric. You can taste a little bit of those herbs, and an MCT oil base. And it tastes very nice and light. It actually doesn't taste like cannabis. It's the best tasting tincture I've ever tried. And you can get this CBD into the bloodstream directly by taking the tincture, putting it under your tongue, and letting it absorb through the mucous membranes in the mouth. It's really amazing. And you actually feel the kind of downshift in your nervous system within 5 to 10 minutes of taking the tincture. It's a powerful tool. And I love having this with me throughout the day in case I need it. Then we have the Rise and Shine Focus Gummies. These are proving to be a big hit. The more people who try them end up loving them and buying them. They have a powerful dose of vitamin B12, 500 micrograms. This is essential for brain health. It helps to all of our muscles function. We all need a lot of vitamin B12. Many of us are actually deficient in vitamin B12. It also has 20 milligrams of CBD and 10 milligrams of CBG per serving. CBG is powerfully anti-inflammatory for the gut and the brain specifically, and this can help you just sustain your focus throughout the day. It tastes like strawberries. We use real fruit to flavor these. It's
Yeah.
an amazing product, no refined sugar.
One piece I want to add about the gummies is that they have
Yeah,
less than 1 gram of sugar, which makes them keto friendly. So people who are, really watching their sugar intake, we formulated just to make sure that it wouldn't spike anybody's glycemic index.
absolutely. Yeah, wonderful. And then for nighttime, we have our amazing Rest and Renew gummies, sleep gummies. Who has tried these? I hope you guys are getting amazing results. We hear so many great things about these gummies. They have 20 milligrams of CBD, 10 milligrams of CBN. CBN helps you fall asleep, it helps you stay asleep. Then we have 5 milligrams melatonin, 100 milligrams L-theanine, very powerful amino acid for dealing with anxiety and stress. And these taste like elderberry, right? And we use, of course, real elderberry to flavor them. They help you fall asleep, they help you stay asleep, and they help you to wake up and feel really refreshed. So if you don't have these on your shelves yet, we have them in 2 packs. We have them in these full size tins that you see here on the slide. These are an extraordinary new product from Vital Body, and we're very excited about them.
Yeah, the 2 packs are great for getting your clients introduced to them, but make sure you do have the tins on your shelves because, if they can't get the full size, they're going to be sad and they're going to want to come back and buy the full tin. So it really does help to have both so they can test it, make sure it works, so they really see how well they sleep, especially with the sleep gummies, or how well they focus with the daytime gummies. So it
Yeah.
really makes a difference.
Thank you, Kinsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're just going to briefly touch on our most famous products, right? We all are having fun in the sun right now. So we need the DNA of our line, the muscle and joint cream, right? We need the Sport Bomb. We need the mineral soak to help us reduce pain and inflammation in our muscles. We're golfing, we're hiking, we're camping, we're swimming right now. We might be sore, or maybe we actually fell and have a small injury. So these products are incredible in helping us stay in our bodies, feeling vital all summer long. So we're just going to quickly review these because all of you are probably very familiar with these products. But we have our mineral soak. This is wonderful for recovery, perfect if you've been out adventuring all day long. We have our muscle and joint relief cream. This is our best-selling product. If for some reason you have not tried this, get in touch with your rep immediately and get a sample. It's extraordinary and it smells amazing. It smells like spa. It's good for arthritis, good for tendonitis, any kind of inflammation, and it really does to help speed any sort of recovery process from an injury. Then we have our Sport Bomb, and our Sport Bomb is kind of the hero for summertime, right? It's easy to throw in your bag, take it adventuring with you. You can take it anywhere, easy to travel with. It's great for calming bug bites. It's wonderful for taking backpacking or camping, and wonderful for the gym as well. So I'm kind of, breezing through these because we have a few more slides, but is there anything else you want to add to this, Kinsey or Kelly?
No, I think you covered it.
Okay, okay, fantastic. And again, please refer to the catalog for more details. So we need a little drum roll here. I'm going to hand it over to Kelly. And she's going to introduce our amazing new product that just launched.
Kelly, you're muted. Sorry.
Kelly, we need you. Come back.
What a drum roll.
It was very effective.
Thank you, Sam. Yes, we are super, super excited about our Peaceful Pup CBD dog chews. So keep an eye out for more information. I mean, this could be an entire training. There's a lot to learn about CBD for pups. And so keep an eye out because we're going to keep delivering you more information in our newsletters, in the catalog. We're writing blogs, so we're really populating as much information to get all of you educated about CBD for dogs. Similar to humans, it's very safe and it's effective for three main things. We formulated these Peaceful Pup Dog Chews for joint health, for just general calmness, and for gut health.
Mhm.
So for pain and inflammation, CBD is wonderful. Dogs have an endocannabinoid system. They're regulating stress, but we also have turmeric in this as well, which is wonderful for inflammation in pups. There's whitefish and flaxseed. They're also ingredients that are wonderful for inflammation. And then for calming, we've got chamomile. Now, chamomile, in addition to CBD, it helps to reduce stress. It helps to reduce anxiety. It promotes relaxation. It's just a really gentle, soothing herbal extract for pups. Chicory root, and probiotics are what we put in this formula for gut health. So chicory root's a prebiotic, so it promotes healthy digestion in the gut flora. It feeds the probiotics, and then the probiotics also just aid in digestion and they help maintain a healthy gut for your pet, for your pup. So those three benefits are just wonderful about this beautiful little CBD dog treat. If you have a hotel that has pet amenities, this is a really lovely addition. It can be an in-room amenity, it can be a dog amenity. There's just so many ways that you can use this in the context of a hotel or resort or even a spa boutique. I mean, people just love supporting their pups. So we'll be giving more information. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that we had just freshly launched the dog shoes this month.
Mhm.
I have some clients who are not dog-friendly properties, they're resorts, or even just day spas. And of course,
Hmm.
they're not inviting the dogs into the spa, but they know that their clients are in love with, obsessed with their pets. And so this has been a really great one for them to add to their retail as well, because they get a little gift while they're at the spa for their dog to bring home.
Absolutely. So a lot of people are going to ask, what's the dosage? So dosage for pets, for dogs specifically, really has to do with weight. So you'll see that direction on the back of the back of the bag. So you'll determine the dosage by the weight of your pup. There's a lot of good research about the safety of CBD for dogs, and we have all that available as well. So don't hesitate to reach out, although definitely check our blogs and read our marketing emails and our one-to-one emails that we send through each rep because we're going to absolutely be educating you about dosage and safety, and always know there's no THC, so you don't have to worry about that. These are made with CBD isolate, so it's 100% CBD, no additional cannabinoids.
And that's something that, as you've come to trust us with your health and your products, and for our own selves, finding a product on the market that we felt we could trust for our beloved pets was a little tough. So that's part of why we launched these, is to really give you something safe that you can truly trust all the ingredients,
Mhm.
especially that there's no THC and it won't have any negative side effects with your pet.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kins.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Yeah, wonderful. We're so excited about these. And again, we are running a flash sale this week, so you have the opportunity to try these for a discount, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
So to wrap up the product training here, we just want to talk
Can I
about,
can I throw in a few questions that have come in through the chat?
oh, yeah,
Just so
sure
that
thing.
everyone, is aware, we have some people who are already using these and loving them, which is really exciting. We also have been asked about samples, which we do have samples. So if anyone would like to try these, let us know. And then for cats, so unfortunately, these were formulated with dogs in mind. There are some differences in ingredients that can be used or that cats can ingest versus dogs. So we do not know if it's cat safe, so that would be something to talk to your vet about and make sure that you go over all the ingredients. But a lot of people are adding it into their spas, which is really exciting.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. Thanks, Kinsey.
Of course.
So we're going to wrap up the product training here, and we just really want to end with this slide. Again, just demonstrating that CBD has all these incredible benefits for skin, body, and mind. It is such an extraordinary ingredient, and thank you for trusting us to be your CBD vendor. We've got a lot of goodies to share with you now, lots of little deliverables and some important um, announcements to make and some housekeeping. So first, I'm going to hand it over to Kelly again. She's going to talk about this amazing in-spa benefits sign that she designed. So gorgeous.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
So Sam asked me, she just said, we wanted to help bring this education to your clients, to your staff, and just help bring people's attention and awareness to the benefits of CBD for skin. So a lot of people are educated about its benefits for pain relief, but there's some additional benefits that I think we could really highlight. So this is just a flyer that you can put up next to the Vital Body products or at the register or when people check out, just calling out 5 of the main benefits: hydration for redness. We really wanted to call out psoriasis, eczema, and rosacea because we just hear that all the time from people, how incredibly beneficial CBD and specifically, the essential oils and the oils that we use in our formulas just help that so much. So, and then maintaining collagen. CBD encourages and supports the fibroblasts, which produce the collagen. So it's just creates like this super healthy generative environment in the skin, and balancing sebum production. So there will be a link that I think we're going to put in the chat. We'll also send this flyer out in a follow-up email. So you'll be able to download it, print it, and put it up in the break room, put it up in your retail area, however you want.
Oh, we lost Kelly. Kinsey, can you hear me? Is that
I
my?
can.
Okay.
No, everyone else is good. That was funny.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what happened. So I actually don't have the link to this right now in the chat, but we will definitely be sending it out with the email that follows up with this training. We'll send out the recording as well. Wonderful. So let's just briefly mention our favorite spa protocols for summertime. CBD body wraps, obviously, it's a time where we want to really take care of our skin. So this is an incredible protocol to feature during the summer. We also have the CBD gua sha facial. We talked about using the gua sha with the luminous. CBD pedicure is an all-time fave for taking care of your feet in the summertime. It's a combination of doing a foot soak, working with the Brilliance body scrub for an exfoliant, and then using one of the massage creams to massage the feet. It's fantastic. And last but not least, one of our beautiful layered aromatic rich protocols called CBD Journey to Remember. So I'm going to actually drop this in the chat here, this link, and you can use this to directly download our protocols if you don't have them currently, and take a look. And then of course, please just reach out to your rep if you have any questions or if you're getting ready to launch a new protocol. Always reach out to us. We can support you with marketing language. We can support you with, suggesting what samples to add into your order to really get access for your clients to the retail that is corresponding to these protocols. We want to support you be really, really successful with all of our CBD protocols. So a few more things to know before you go. Kelly, are you back here?
Yeah, I didn't know that I'm here. I was
Okay,
just
great.
talking away.
I don't know what
Yes,
happened. Your volume, your audio cut out, so I just jumped on.
no worries.
I'll
Yeah,
let you take
so
it over.
Sam, I give you a lot of credit. It's 12:56 and we are on the last slide. So great job. I mean, that was
Perfect
just so
timing.
packed and so informative and beautiful. Before we go, we just wanted to do a little housekeeping, make sure that everybody knew about our staff incentive program. That's a flyer that you can also download and you can put in your break room. We'll drop it in the chat here. But the staff incentive programs are a great way to give back to your team. If anybody sells over $500 in retail, they get one free product. If anybody upgrades 15 or more services in 1 month, they get one free product. Or if they order over 1,000, or if you order over $1,000 in product, you get a selection of those beautiful 3 ml samples that you can distribute with your team in any way that you want. So it's a really beautiful program. It inspires staff. So I want to make sure you know about that. And then also, of course, Sam keeps mentioning our amazing flash sale, which is going to go until Friday, $10 off all retail. And then for all of you who attended, as a thank you, if you just want to make a personal order on the website, use woof woof as a discount code for 50% off your entire purchase. So if there's anything you want to sample, you want to try, you want to get for yourself or for Father's Day or whatever, use that code for 50% off.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I know we've had a lot of questions in the chat. We do have a couple more minutes. So if anybody wants to ask any questions, maybe come off mute, you're more than
Yeah.
welcome to. And if you have to go, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Keep an eye out for a follow-up email where you will get all these documents just to help you educate and merchandise and everything that you need. So thank you, everybody, for being here. It's so fun to see you.
Thank you.
We did have someone who asked a question when we were in the internal about how it helps with gut health for the internals.
Mhm.
So if you want to dive into that a little bit, Kelly, you can, just about the anti-inflammatory benefits.
You mean, I'm sorry, but you're talking about the gummies?
Yeah, the gummies, gut
I
health
would
with the
not say that
gummies.
they're particularly beneficial for the gut. I mean, CBD is generally, obviously anti-inflammatory, but it's not a probiotic. So I don't think that that's a main benefit. It's definitely a tertiary benefit of CBD in general that it's anti-inflammatory, but it definitely was not formulated specifically for gut health.
Right.
Yeah, I think maybe I mentioned that CBG specifically is actually an anti-inflammatory for the gut and the brain. It's been shown to have anti-inflammatory benefits for that gut-brain axis specifically. That's CBG, and that's in our focus gummy. So
Mm.
there was a little confusion
Perfect.
there. Yeah. Wonderful. All right. Well, it's 1 p.m. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you again for your time, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you
Have a
so much,
great
Sam,
afternoon.
Kinsey. That was great.
Yes,
Of course.
thank you.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Gabriella.